friends, it's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living, and I made it downstairs. It's 20 after 6. My alarm went off at 6. I hit snooze a couple times just because, but I'm downstairs now. So I didn't sleep in. I didn't miss the morning thing. I'm gonna have a coffee. I was gonna put wood in the fire, but there's still wood in the fire. The drafts were shut, but I'm gonna open them up because even though the fire's going, it's colder outside today than yesterday. It's supposed to get real cold, down to -10. But it feels colder than that because of the wind chill. So, yes, yikes. Anyways, I'm glad I could get up early to have my coffee before I get the kids up. I did check to see if there was going to be school because I don't know if all the roads are cleared. I'm sure they're still going to be kind of greasy, but apparently it's a go, so that's good. I'm glad I did pack their lunches yesterday. So yeah, that saves time this morning so I can sip on my big fat morning coffee and just wake up. So we're gonna have a good day today, I think. Yeah, so anyways, I'll be back. Alright guys, the girls caught the bus. I just put maize out in the van. I had it warming up for about 10 minutes. I have a package of hamburger in the deep freezer. That was from down there. And over here, I have 2 big pots of turkey bone broth. One's from Thanksgiving. Well, I think there's 3 carcasses. I just wanted to get the pot started here, and I'm going to put them on the wood stove now and let them simmer for a couple of days. But I plan on frying up stuff and making some freezer meals. But first I got to bring Maze to school. So let's hit the road. Alright guys, I just dropped Maze off. I'm in the parking lot. I'm just going to sit here a minute because there's kind of a lineup and people are spinning to try to get out of this parking lot. Some people are spinning. And I'll just wait for the congestion to die down a bit, and then I might stop to a superstore and see what's shaking there. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright guys, I made it to superstore. There's 1 car there, and then the rest are just staff. That's Walmart over there. So if there's any 50% off sales, I'm grabbing them. But then it's only 8:15 in the morning. They might not have all the stickers on, but we'll see. We'll see. I just want to go in and take a gander. I haven't been in for a few days. See all the seagulls flying? Yeah, they're enjoying the snow too. When you first walk in, there's some chicken wings. That's the only one I see with 50% off, and I'm gonna get it for $5. And then there's like sandwich, big real sandwich meat, not like the rinky-dink kind of stuff, but still expensive. That's regular $19.41. Black Forest ham with maple? No way. 50% off even. $10? No, not for me. Alright, let's go see what else we can find. Here's some like pre-made salads. I might get a veggie tray, but like the fruit tray, regular $19.99, 50% off. I'd get it, but I know they don't eat some of the stuff, and I'm not wasting my money. And there's a lot of these little salads that are on sale, but I could get this. That's regular $18.99. Sometimes I get those. We'll see. There's a lady behind me with a big roll of 50% off stickers at the vegetables. I'm gonna mosey on back here before I check out just to see what stickers are on what. Look, they have frozen, well, like gingerbread castles and stuff. Star Wars. I'm gonna get one for $2. I know they were 50% off at first, but it's saying $2, so 50% off of that for $1. That's what I'm gonna challenge. And they don't eat them. I did this last year. That's that gingerbread village. $2 for $1. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I won't get the frozen one. I mean, I like it, but they'd fight over it. So I'd rather get just the simple gingerbread village, and that way they can each do one like they did this year for $1. Not bad. And they often have stuff in the bakery, like look at those cinnamon buns. There's pies over there, 50% off. This rack. There's those little cupcakes we get sometimes. But look at these fancy cakes. Ooh, Nelly. Yummy, yum, yum, yum. But I'm not getting them. But in a pinch, like if it was birthday party and I didn't feel like making a cake, I would buy one of those cakes. Yes, I would. We'll go over and see what's over here. Oh, there's a rack too for all the bakery stuff. They often have things on 50% off, bagels and whatnot. I'm over on the far side where they have these racks of 50% off stuff. And these are like diced, I'm sure they're good, fire roasted diced tomatoes. But they're regular $4.99. So 50% off of that is like $2.50, but that's still more expensive than I want to spend on diced tomatoes. Regular $6.99, 50% off tomato basil sauce. It's probably delicious, but still, I'm not spending $3.50 on a thing of tomato sauce. No, cotton balls. Lots of that sauce. Now, if it was $1, I'd buy it all up, but I'm not. I like to check the frozen vegetables because I want to get some more canned and stuff corned. More canned corned. More corn canned, yeah. $5.69, still not on sale yet. Ice cream cones, no thank you. And then just knickknacks and whatnot. But, oh, there's another one up here. Sometimes I'll buy lunch treats here when they have stuff. Oh, Henry chocolate bites. No. Cake and pastry flour. Regular $6.99. I don't know. I have regular flour. Couscous. Ensure. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Remember the other day I needed loose leaf and the dollar store didn't have it? But still, $7.29. I can't do it. I can't do it. This one's a little more reasonable. Regular $2.48, 50% off. I'll get one of those for my clipboard. Yeah. Yeah, there's not anybody in here except me. Look at all the Christmas stuff. It's just cute, but not necessary. Friends, we're home now. I gave a hitchhiker a ride to the Sissaboo Coffee. I've picked him up before. It's an old feller that lives on the River Road. Yeah, an older guy. Really nice. He knows Dad and Evie's family and stuff. He's over from the Bay Shore, but yeah. Anyways, we just got home. I put a show on for Evie. He's buzzing in and out. But this is what I got at Superstore. Blueberries were 50% off. I plan on making like a tray tonight for supper. I didn't end up getting that vegetable tray, but they're going to have blueberries. They're going to have watermelon. Not really a winter kind of supper, but that's what we're doing. They haven't had watermelon in a while. They had a whole whack of celery 50% off. I could have bought a lot more, but I didn't. And my kids love celery. So they can have celery sticks, and I can use some for their lunches. It's all good. I bought 1 can of diced tomatoes. I bought a bag of Caesar salad, only I won't use the Caesar dressing because it has anchovies in it, and a cucumber, so I plan on just making a simple green salad with the watermelon and blueberries. I bought 2 things of kielbasa sausage. They were 50% off. There was only 2 of them, so I got them both. I'm probably going to put those in the freezer. I'll use those for something, but not today. I bought 2 Sloppy Joe mixes. I know I can make my own Sloppy Joe seasoning, but they're on sale. I'm going to make Sloppy Joes probably tomorrow because I have hamburger buns in the deep freezer I want to use up, and I have hamburger
that I want to use up. So sloppy joes it is. I got 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 2 cans of corn. I'm thinking I'll make a chili and freeze it. They're going to have these chicken wings tonight with the watermelon, blueberries, salad, and celery sticks. Yeah. Pasta was on sale 4 for $5, so I got 2 spaghetti, 2 macaroni, and I got 2 bags of Ripple regular chips. When I make sloppy joes, I like to give a side of regular chips and dill pickles with sloppy joes. That's what I do. It's tasty, and yeah, it just seems to be a good combination in my mind. I bought a thing of mushrooms I'll use up in a freezer meal. I got 2 things of black-eyed beans, black-eyed beans or whatever. I was watching how to make, I know I have a couple of ham hocks in the deep freezer, and I watched a video on how to make black-eyed peas, and a lot of people made them with ham hocks. So I'm going to try to do that. Not today, but I want to try to do that. So now I got some black-eyed peas, black-eyed beans, whatever, to use up my ham hocks and whatever else I decide to put in it. So it's all good. I bought 2 things of chicken breasts. They weren't, well, maybe they were on sale, I don't know. $8.06 and $8.43, which is kind of pricey, but I'm going to use those for rape pie because I got 2 rape pie mixes and they make great freezer meals and the kids love them, and I'm out of them. I bought 2 things of marble cheese. I bought this yogurt that was 50% off. I'll put them in their lunches, or they can use them as snacks this weekend. It's all good. And I got a jug of milk, which is out in the porch. I just leave my milk out there these days because it's cold enough. But that's what I got from Superstore. Now I got to put it all away. But you can see over there on the wood stove, that is, it's not come right up to boil. I probably need to stock the fire a bit. But it's warming up. It's taken a while because they're big old pots. And when I go through my other deep freezer, I don't know if I'll get a chance to do that today. If I find more bones, I'm going to add it to these pots because I simmer my turkey bone broth bones for a couple of days. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, all right, friends. It's 10:02. I had a little break and just was chit-chatting with Evie. Cleaned the table off and everything. My husband bought these 3 packs of hamburger last night or the night before. I'm going to fry that up. I took this out this morning when I took the turkey bones out, and I defrosted it. I'm going to fry all this hamburger up, season it, just basic seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. And tomorrow I plan on doing a bunch of freezer meals, like with hamburger. Well, I'll use some for the sloppy joes. I could do a baked spaghetti. I could do a chili. I could do shepherd's pie. You know, so I'm just going to get all the meat prepped and other things today prepped for tomorrow's big session, and hopefully I can get into the upstairs deep freezer. I need to get my son to move those speakers and stuff today, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So let me get these in the pan and we'll start frying. Alright guys, and I can use my, where's my other one? Oh, it's in the dishwasher. Just a minute. I'll introduce you to my meat scramblers. All right. Now we can start frying. So, I got my 2 meat grinders. Meat Betty and Meat Bob. Yes. I was rolling around names in my head, and my friends, well, Frankie Firefly, I think that's right, suggested Betty for my Pioneer Woman cup that I got the other day. But my friend Tammy Hansen threw out the name Clementine the other day when I got my Pioneer Woman mason jar thing, and that's been rolling around in my mind. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. And I'm just thinking, oh, that's perfect. So I thought Betty would be one, and she wanted her sidekick Bob, and these 2 rascals, I think, just want to get busy in my house. And, yeah, start grinding. Oh, Tracey. Start grinding some meat, so, oh, God. Oh, my mind. But anyways, I just turned those on high, and I'm going to try out my meat grinders, or scramblers, and see how they do. They want to do the chubby checker and twist around, and I can already see this is better than a potato masher. So we'll Because usually you'll see me with like you'll see me with something like this, trying to break it up. But I can already see that just twisting it like this really just loosens it up a lot better. I don't have to like keep pounding it. But I dug out my spices. They're there. Once this starts moving and grooving, I'll throw some of that on it. And yeah, I'll let it cool today and put it in a container or a big Ziploc bag. And then tomorrow we'll get down and dirty and start assembling some of this stuff. What are you doing, Abby? He pushed a chair up to the fridge, playing with the magnets and stuff. So, anyways, I'll be back. All right, it's moving along. And I don't have to worry about this scratching my pans because it's made of plastic, which is good. Oh, yes. I'm digging this. I can't believe I couldn't find one of these in my area. Ridiculousness. They probably have them like in Halifax or maybe up the valley, but I don't get up there too often. And if I do, I'm not generally going to stores a whole lot. But, so I'm just going to add some garlic powder. Quite a bit. This is a lot of hamburger. 2 big packs in here. And this is basically the seasoning I use when I make any kind of scrambled hamburger dish anyways. And some onion powder. I got some dehydrated onion here, trying to use that up. And some salt and pepper. Come on. And some black pepper. I'm just using these little rinky-dink ones, so use those up. Perfect. That's all I'm going to put in those bad boys. There. I'll get that moving and grooving. I think Evie's daddy might be coming here to get him today at some point. I just told my dad, make sure you give me a heads up, so I'll have him ready. I was sure to grab, I stopped and got Evie on the way home, I should say. Yeah, and just so she doesn't have to go out, because the roads are still very snowy and kind of greasy. I just took my time. I was worried about the hills, like the house where Medea lives, where we used to live. There's a couple of big hills too. And I remember when we lived there, sometimes we'd have a hard time getting up those hills. And we'd be spinning and twisting, but it was plowed enough, and I got tires good enough. I got up there. I slipped a little bit, but not bad. And just, yeah, to save her having to go out. She doesn't work till 11 o'clock today. It's only 20 after 10, but still, I just thought, I missed him yesterday. He can come over now, especially if he's going with his daddy for a day or two. I don't know. We'll see. He can come over and hang with me for a bit. But, no, I'm glad I got up early enough today to have my morning coffee. That made a world of difference to my whole energy level. It's a struggle to get out of bed sometimes. When I get on these kicks and I can get up right super early, 5 o'clock, I used to love getting up at 5 o'clock and getting things done. I feel so good. It's just, sometimes I can do that, sometimes I can't. And yeah, I gotta listen to my body and my schedule. If I end up having to stay up late for some reason, I'm not gonna make myself get up that early, because then I'm paying for it by this time in the morning. Yeah, this is browning up nicely. Won't take long to fry this. I like these big, deep pans, so I don't have to worry about moving it too much that it flies off the side, because I'm not the most gentle cook. Yeah, I put my foot right in it and get it done. But this will be good. I was rolling around in my mind stuff I could make, because it's not very often I'm completely out of freezer meals, to be honest. But I do have that mac and cheese down there. I know in here, the upstairs one, I got a bag of tater tots. I can make a tater tot casserole out of this. Now, I'm not going to make 2 or 3 because I don't have that much hamburger, but I can make 1. And thanks to you guys, I found out you can freeze potatoes and they turn out fine. I was always worried about that. I thought they might be watery or something. And a while ago, I forget what I made. I think shepherd's pie, and froze it. And then when we used it up, it was perfectly fine. Like, I don't know what was going on in my mind, thinking that it just wouldn't defrost properly. I just didn't want it to be runny potatoes, but they turned out fine. And shepherd's pie is easy to make, as long as I got the goods to put in it. I don't want to go spend a fortune on making freezer meals. I just want to use what I have in my deep freezer, in my pantry. I'll buy a little bit, like I bought that chicken breast in those rapid pies, but that's an exception because, yeah, I know I don't have any chicken. Well, that's a lie. In this fridge freezer, I have a small pack of chicken drumsticks. But besides that, I don't think I have any chicken. And I'd need that for rapid pie, unless I made a beef one, but yeah. Chicken's always a hit. And yeah. So when I boil that, well, when I do those chicken breasts up, I'm going to do them in a slow cooker, because I find, like, I'll do them when I go to bed, put them in a slow cooker overnight, because I find any meat that you do in a slow cooker is totally shreddable, whereas if I was to boil it on the stove, you can still shred it. But if you guys use slow cookers, and like if you did a roast beef in the oven and did a roast beef in the slow cooker, they're both delicious, but one is certainly more tender than the other. And when I make rapid pie, I want stuff that's just totally shreddable. So that's my plan. Oh, but this will get this hamburger out of my fridge, those 3 packs. I mean, they'll go back in the fridge today when I put them, when they cool down and go in a bag. But tomorrow, they'll be put into something and put in my deep freezer. Just clearing those 2 bags of turkey bones out of my deep freezer downstairs. Cleared a big chunk out of my deep freezer, so that's great. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with those sausages, because I have 4 or 5 packs of hot Italian sausages, the big packs. And I can always do cabbage and sausage, yes. But I'd like to expand my repertoire when it comes to those. I mean, just cooked up sausages are good, but I have a bunch of canned cooked sausages in the basement too. So, I don't know, I'll figure out something. I was also looking up how to make gumbo. Sometimes my husband will buy the chunky soup gumbo, sausage gumbo, and I want to make that. Now I know when I watch some videos, most people put like crabs and, you know, shellfish in. I wouldn't do that because we're allergic, but I would just double up on the sausage and the chicken. And I got to see if I can get okra here. I like okra. My husband doesn't really like it a whole lot, but I first had okra years ago when I lived in Halifax. I volunteered with Christians for Refugees, and I got to know a couple of families from Afghanistan. The mom, she had 5 kids, and her sister, she had 4 kids, or vice versa. And I was teaching English, because they just spoke Farsi. But I got to know them really well, and she'd have me over for supper sometime, and that's where I learned about basmati rice too, because she would make basmati rice and have saffron in it, and it was so good. And she'd have this okra cooked, and I had never had okra before, and it was delicious, delicious. I know it's a little slimy, but when it's combined with something, it goes really, it's really good. I like it. Anyways, that's something else I want to look at. I watched Chris Cooks For You Too. She's the one that I got that dinner roll recipe from. She makes a gumbo. She puts shellfish in it, but I just wouldn't put that in it. And she goes step by step. I know there's a lot of people that do that, go step by step on videos, but I don't know. She did a good job, and I think I want to try that sometime. Maybe I'll use that kielbasa sausage for that, and use a package of hot Italian sausage too. Why not? And then, but I would have to get more chicken because I'm using my chicken for raw pie. This is just about done. I'm going to have to strain it. There's quite a bit of grease in here. I'll bring you guys up close so you can see. But Betty and Bob, they know how to run a show. I didn't have to flip the meat around because often I have to flip it up and around. But this is perfect. So yeah, they're the Bobbsey twins. Betty and Bob. But yeah, I'm going to shut these off and strain them. I got to get a bowl to strain them in because I don't want that grease going down my sink. But that's done. It's only 10:26. That didn't take long at all. So I might boil some pasta today and cool it and put it in bags too, so I can make either the baked spaghetti or I can do like a baked goulash because I got all those macaroni noodles. Yeah. So we'll see, but that's pretty good. And then I have supper covered for tonight, which isn't difficult at all. I'm just going to heat up those wings. They'll get 1 or 2 wings each, and salad and fruit and berries. So yeah, that's supper. And then tomorrow I'll use some of this to make some sloppy joes and use up that pack of hamburger buns that I have in my freezer. Again, getting something out of my freezer. So yeah, that's my plan, Stan. So I'll be back in a bit. All right, they're all strained. The burners are shut off. I'm going to let them cool down for a while. Then I'll bag them up. But that's all the grease. That's a big bowl too. That's all the grease I got out of there, which is pretty gross. But at least it's not going in our bodies. I don't mind some fat in my bodies. But yeah, I don't need all that. Don't need all that, that's for sure. So yeah, this is all cooked. Fantastic. 10:31 in the morning. Not bad. All right, Betty and Bob are going for a dunk. Well, I just got a telephone call from the elementary school. I guess they're closing at 11:30 today due to a water main break. So I'm going to have to take a trip into town to get Maze because he can't catch the bus. It's 10:43 now. But yeah, just wasn't what I was planning. So I'll have to contact his teacher to let him know I'll come in and get him. But at least I got that meat cooked. That makes a difference. And their lunches are packed, so if they didn't eat it, Mom? Just a minute, boob. Mom? They can eat that when they get home. But, yeah, I'll have to get Ebby ready. All right, we're at the Big Tim Hortons. I think this day deserves a couple of sprinkle donuts. Oh, I'll give it to you. Just a minute, boob. And I got myself another coffee. Yes, I did. I haven't had a Tim Hortons coffee in a few days, so I'm going to have one now. All right, the boys are having some applesauces. I found a couple of these down in the deep freezer, so I'm going to put one in, because if the kids didn't eat their lunches, I can use those for tomorrow, and they can have this for lunch. The girls aren't home yet. It's 11:52. But yeah, I'm going to get this in right now. The fire's still going good. Those were Maze's mittens from yesterday, the ones Gina gave him, drying. These are the ones from school today. They were outside playing, so they're soaked. And just set them by the fire. And that's Evie's donut. He just tried to eat the sprinkles off the top. Silly boy. I'm not done my coffee yet, but I think I'm going to put this hamburger in the bed. What, honey? Mom's not here. She's working. I'm going to put these in here and I'll just put them in let them cool down a little bit more once I move it around, and then I'll put them in the fridge. All right. I squished it all into one big bag. So I'm going to put that in the fridge. Yeah, it's cool enough. I can put it in there. Oh, I'm just sitting by the fire. I hear the door, so I think the girls are home now. So we'll see what they have to say about the escapades at school today. Yeah, they're out there chit-chatting. They're wearing their new gloves and hats that they got from Flossie. So, yeah, they look cute. All right, this is done, so I'm going to slice and dice and deliver. There, it's all sliced up. I'd usually do 2 if everybody was home, but this is enough just for the kids for now. All right, guys, well, everybody's done their lunch. It's only 12:38. I moved those speakers. They're not heavy at all. I didn't know, but they're not heavy at all. So I just moved those off the freezer. I couldn't wait. And I dug some stuff out of my deep freezer. There's still stuff in there, but I'm going to pick away at it. So I took out a loaf of bread. We can always use that. Of course, I bought it 50% off. That's just...
get soggy and then
And I did have chicken. I didn't remember I had chicken, so we'll have loaded up chicken rape pie. But speaking of chicken rape pie, I found 4 chicken individual size rape pie. So we're going to have this weekend, and then I can replenish our chicken rape pie freezer meals. These are those 2 ham hocks or pork hocks. I'm going to defrost. This, I think, is turkey gravy. I might add that right to the broth. And these are chicken bones. I'm going to add that to the turkey bones too. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use it up, but that's out of my freezer. I took out a ham. When I make those black eyed peas with those ham hocks, yeah, just a minute. I'm going to cut up ham to put in it too, because I want to make a big old batch of it.
If you will, I'll make it for you.
Oh, and this is mac and cheese too. So I'll use this up with this big old spiral ham my husband bought. So sometime this weekend we'll have ham and mac and cheese and some vegetables. Okay, just hold your horses. And this is that cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough that needs to be defrosted and baked up. So yes, I'm excited. I got this out. I'll probably put this in a turkey roaster and set it out in the porch to defrost over the next couple of days. These I'm going to defrost in the house today, and I might put them in the slow cooker tonight with those other ones and just do it on low all night long. So it'll be okay, you guys. Shush. We'll be able to do that. These I'm going to put out in the porch to slowly defrost, and I'll bake those up. No worries. I'm going to drop this in that silver pot over there because it doesn't have as many bones as the black tub. And those will be simmering too. So, yeah. And probably that gravy. I'm going to just dump that in. And it's just going to add to the broth. It's fine. It's fine. We'll use it up. It doesn't quite fit, but it's in something that if it leaks, it's going to catch. I'm just going to put it out in the porch. And yeah, I gotta let this gravy defrost a bit so I can plop it out, but I put those chicken bones in the stock pot, so it's all good. Just leave those. We're not doing those now, Mally. So yeah, anyways, we're getting things done. The boys are just jumping on the trampoline. I was just talking to Dad on the phone. I guess I got another parcel. I forgot. He told me yesterday I got a parcel from my friend in Texas, and he said he picked one up today from California. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Texas. Yeah. So anyways, I said I'm probably not going to town anymore today, but I'll make sure I pick it up tomorrow so we can have another tea together. So yeah, it's a circus around here. Circus. And Misha's Bozo the Clown. No. Yeah. No, I'm about to go lay Evie down for a nap because he's a cranky pants. But Maze is setting up a painting station. Well, yeah, just leave those for now. And Misha is setting up a crafting station on this little table. And Evie, I took the lid off the toy box to see if he'd want to play, but he's just a fuss budget, so I'm going to go try to lay him down while these guys tickle their imagination and create some art. We're having a little crisis. We can't find the Apple TV remote, so I just was starting to clean up a bit, vacuum the floor. There's some clothes that need to go up. Because usually we find stuff when I start picking stuff up. But we checked the couch cushions. I'm afraid Evie might have taken it and put it somewheres. So it's going to be a mystery. I didn't vacuum up the remote. No, I did not. Well, I would hear it. It would make an awful racket. So anyways, that's the crisis we're dealing with now. But at least my floor is vacuumed. Alright, we still can't find it, so I just went up and got a DVD. And we're going to put Jetsons, the movie. Do you guys know this one? Classic. Just need to press play when they come out. They're getting some celery to snack on. Alright, these guys are growling for something to eat, so I'm starting to make the salad. Maze is waiting patiently. He cut up his own celery and croutons. He wants some lettuce and cucumber. And yeah, I'm using a big bowl just because my other bowl I drained all that fat into still needs to be washed. So he's just using a butter knife, nice and careful. And they're having the balsamic vinegar dressing on it. Misha already made hers, so yeah, these fellers.
You don't have to make one. Because I'm making.
Just a minute, Maze. So I'm just getting it out now so they get off my back about it. That's just the way it's got to be. But I know there'll be leftover berries and watermelon they can have later on if they want. So I'm just giving them 3 wings each, a little salad, celery stick, blueberries, and watermelon. And I'll dig out the dressing for their salad. And yeah, that's supper. More of a summertime kind of dish, but that's what we're doing tonight anyways. We'll pretend it's summer. Alright, that's remnants. It's a little more salad than I thought, but they were filling up on... This is all the watermelon that's left. Should just put that over into here. I said, you can't have it all. Marquise needs to eat. And I made Evie a little plate. I still have another thing of blueberries in the fridge, though. So they can have that later on. When my son gets home, he can have the rest of the wings and some of this stuff. And yeah, that'll be that. Alright guys, well, in regards to my meal prep stuff for the freezer meals tomorrow, I'm going to shred up all of this cheese, so it'll be ready. Just a minute, Evie, just a minute. Medea gets off work now, but she's running to Superstore, and then she's going to come out and pick him up. I have this stuff ready for my son. He's not home yet. I have to fend off the kids because they want to eat the rest of it, and I said, no, you can't. Marquise needs to have supper, so I think there's 4 wings in there. And the little bit of salad that's left, I just put it in the empty blueberry container. The blueberries, 3 pieces of watermelon, and some celery. But yeah, I'm going to shred this up my food processor and just put it in a big bag in the fridge for tomorrow. Alright, that makes grating cheese so much easier. I know I got to wash the food processor, but that grating attachment is just wonderful. So that fills up a great big bag and saves me a whole lot of elbow grease tomorrow. If I was to do it by hand, that is. But this way, it's just one step I don't have to do tomorrow. I'll have this for whatever the heck I want to use it in. And I'm just going to stick it in the fridge so it doesn't clump like one big brick. But yeah, it's all good. Oh, watch out, Evie. I'm just about to load up the fire again. Watch out, Evie. Yeah, they can't see ya. They want to see. There. Now they can see ya. Say hi.
Hi.
No, that's me. And you did have a salad. You made your own salad.
I'm gonna make another one.
Well, that's tough titty, said the kitty.
Well, just use the one that's in the cutting board that's in there. Yeah. Where is it?
I don't, it's in the dishwasher room. Now, Misha, Jeepers, one of you. Mish, Marley.
Then I'll put it on the table.
No, you won't, Misha.
And I'll put
There.
another cutting board.
The stock's rolling, boiling. It's wonderful. It smells like turkey in here. Just a minute, guys. Yeah, I'll just show you. It was rolling, but it's not right now. But I just, these fellas. They're nice and hot, though. They were rolling when the wood was still burning, but now it's cold. So I'm going to stock it back up. It should start moving again. Well, everybody landed here all at once. Marquise, my husband, Medea. My husband brought me a coffee. Dare I drink that this time of night? It's 20 after 6. Oh, but it's calling my name. Oh, yes.
You said that I could have the blueberries.
All right, well, Maze wants another piece of watermelon then. And Mally. And Mally. Oh, yes. Let me turn you around. Yeah, I've been warding off the kids from Marquise's supper, but he doesn't want watermelon. He says it makes his mouth itchy, so he's not going to eat that. Because I already had a couple extra ones. And you can have one piece. One piece. And he didn't want the blueberries, so yeah. All that fighting for nothing. Kids, huh? All right, friends, I haven't checked in a while. It's 8:56, and I was just getting the chicken breast going. There's 2 packs in each container. Medea and Fam are still here. She came over and cooked up a package of chicken breast, made cauliflower rice and broccoli and cheese, and that's her mug she left here last time. Tim Hortons one, so I just wrapped it up. She can bring it home with her. The turkey stock bone broth stuff is going fantastic, but I'm going to fill these with water. I could put broth in them, but I want them to make its own broth, and then I can season it up tomorrow when I make rape pie. But I'm just going to put these on low, and just let them go all night long. So, yeah, I'll get those going. I just cleaned up the mess. Kitchen, there's compost there that needs to go out, but I'm about to start the dishwasher, wipe the stove and the sink and the counters all off and everything, so let me fill these and get them going. All right, friends, you see I filled the whole crock up. All right, guys, well, it's 9:19. Medea and family just left, but I just filled up the 2 crock pots, and you see I put lots of liquid in there just because I'm going to use this broth in the rape pie too. So I'm putting them on low, and they'll be good to go tomorrow. So I'm going to get it loaded, and I'll be back. Alright guys, well that's all the prep work I'm going to do tonight. I was thinking about cutting up celery, but I'll just do it tomorrow. It's getting late. I just went to try to unload my phone, but my computer's so chock full I gotta take stuff off my computer, put it on an external drive so I can take stuff off my phone and put it on my computer. So I probably won't get this up until tomorrow before lunchtime, but I'll put a little thing on my community post. But by the time you see this, it'll already be up. But I'm going to say thanks for joining me today. We got a few things done, the hamburger, the cheese, the chicken's going. And yeah, not a whole great big bunch, but it'll make things easier tomorrow. I meant to boil some pasta. I still could, but I don't think I will. So anyways, I want to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love you. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay, guys, I'm ready to hit the hay here shortly. Hopefully, by the time I get stuff off the computer, I dragged my whole Vlogmas folder over to the external drive, so that's going to take hours to unload, and then I can delete it off my computer, and then I can get this video going. So tomorrow morning I'll sit down with my coffee, and that's what I'll do after I get the kids off to school. Yeah. All right, guys, with that I'll say have a good night or have a good morning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.